Welcome back, you guys, to the Creative Rise podcast. We are so excited to have you on this episode. And by we, I mean me. It is a solo episode today. You've just got me because I'm going to be talking specifically about wedding inquiry form web pages. However, I just want a quick caveat. If you are in the brand space, this absolutely works for you as well. And this is super important. It's basically going to show you how this framework that I've developed helps you kind of convert clients on the actual inquiry webpage and not just on your sales call and not just in your email responses to their actual inquiry forms, but how you can actually sell them and prime them for you to get faster inquiry responses, to not get ghosted, and then to also book more people on your sales calls. It's a set it and forget it type of system. So I'm really excited to show you that as we dive into the episode today. But first, I just wanted to give you a quick couple mastermind updates. We are in week 6 of our Creative Rise Mastermind, which is technically the last week of our signature 6-week program with round 10. These businesses have been absolutely incredible. These people are amazing. The community that has been developed over such a quick 6 weeks has been astronomical. These are like some lifelong friendships that have been made and also some lifelong strides in their businesses that they have also made that will change their life. It's going to change their families' lives. Like the growth that we've seen over these last 6 weeks has been incredible. We will give you like a much more full update after next week because week 6 is not a slowdown week. It is like we push till the very end for growth. So we're excited to give you some updates next week on a deeper dive on what's happened in these last 6 weeks. But I just want to shout out a couple quick people because we've had some really cool wins during week 5 this last week that I want to shout out. Jake from Double Take Video is in the process of moving his one-off clients into a retainer style model. So bringing on one-off clients to be retainer style clients. And he just snagged his first one this last week. So congratulations, Jake. And then Abby Taylor actually booked a $6,000 wedding, which pushed her over the 6-figure mark for her business for this year for the very first time. So congratulations, Abby Taylor. Alexius also hit the 6-figure mark this last week, which is absolutely incredible. So huge wins coming out of the mastermind right now. And again, we'll give you a deeper dive update next week as they finish their wagers this week, which is like the bets they made and the ways that they're going to challenge themselves to grow their business in these 6 weeks. So we're so excited to give you that update next week. And you guys, if you're interested in hopping in on the next round of the mastermind that's going to happen next year, all you have to do is go to creativerise.com. We've got waitlist buttons everywhere that you can join so that you can be the first to know about round 11, which is going to be super exciting. But you guys, okay, this episode today is all about how to make your inquiry form 99% better than 99% of creatives out there. Trust me when I say that most people's inquiry forms, and this may be you, and if this is you, I'm glad you're here, and this is going to be a really exciting episode for you today because most creative inquiry web pages are just not great. They are not great, and they're just basically a few quick questions for people to jump in, but it doesn't sell them at all. The inquiry page is super sterile. It's basically just a couple questions, name, email, contact form, what have you, and it does not actually convert people. Therefore, everyone knows this. I felt this in the past. When you hop on a sales call with somebody who submitted an inquiry, it can feel really cold, right? It can feel very, very cold, whether you're in the wedding space or you're in the brand space. It can kind of feel like this person has either no idea who you are, or you can just feel that they're also reaching out to like 6 other wedding photographers. And you're just hoping this first impression on the sales call or the first impression on your email response is enough to make them wanting to book you. But you feel like you're met with a lot of resistance and skepticism. But what if you could make your first impression before your sales call? What if you could hop on a sales call with somebody who already knows that they want to book you and that their questions are already answered and they're actually just excited to press go, to press buy, to sign the contract? And I'm going to tell you that this strategy will help you do those things. I'm so excited. We've developed this awesome framework that works for weddings. And again, it also works for brands that helps you go the extra mile. And it's also a set it and forget it type of thing. So you can basically build this web page in a day. You're essentially adding to your current inquiry form. Again, set it and forget it. And then it will continue to sell for you for however long you have your inquiry page live, which is going to do wonders for your inquiry responses. You're going to get ghosted a heck of a lot less. You're also going to hop on sales calls where you feel like they're actually way more knowledgeable about you and excited about you, and therefore wanting to book you, which is the whole point of this. Okay, so first 2 things before we hop into the framework is number 1, I just want mindset around this. you have to assume, and why this is so important, is you have to assume not everyone is going to go through your entire website. They're not actually going to go to your homepage a lot of the times, especially if you have like a link tree on your Instagram or something like that, where it's just like a contact me and it sends them straight to the inquiry form. Or someone may click on your website, go straight to the inquiry form and not even look at your homepage. So you have to assume that most people aren't seeing the like amazing homepage you paid thousands of dollars for a website designer to do, and that your inquiry form is just totally sterile and dry and has nothing. You have to assume they're going straight to that first. And then number two, what lives above your actual inquiry form. So when I call an inquiry form, I mean like the list of questions you have that you ask someone that they fill out. What lives above that, what they read before that, what they see before that really, really matters, because you guys, this is like prime real estate for selling that we're often not taking advantage of, right? If someone's on your contact page, they've already taken the first step to want to work with you. So they're already like primed and ready and want to hear what you have to say. So this is like prime time real estate, and just most people don't take advantage of it. So I don't want you to be that anymore. We don't want that for any creative. So let's take advantage of this prime real estate that lives above your actual inquiry form on your inquiry webpage. So here is the framework, okay? Number one, it's not just going to go to the form. You're going to have a bunch of things before the form. So if you got a piece of paper, a pen, notes, whatever it is, or even if you have like, you could print out a page of your inquiry form and mark it up and add things in here, I would highly recommend that. Okay, but we're going to rip through these things, so feel free to rewind, go back through them. But number one, the section number one at the top of your page, before you get to anything, I want you to have your why. And what do you mean your why? Your why statement. And you might be thinking, what the heck is a why statement? It's something we actually teach in the mastermind. We go in in depth with this. I actually taught this mastermind framework or this inquiry webpage framework to our mastermind this last week. It was super fun bonus call for all of our wedding people. But we also go through how to develop a why statement in the mastermind. I'm just going to give you like a really quick explainer and then an example so that you can create one as well. But at the top of the website, of the webpage, you should have your why statement. And a why statement is going to be a phrase or one sentence of what you think they deserve. So again, this is going to emotionally connect with a client. And the best way I can explain it is through some examples. So a why statement, like at the top of the webpage, could say something like, I believe your day should be bold and different, just like you. Again, that's going to connect with that, bride or groom or couple that's like, we just want to be different. Like, we don't want the traditional wedding photos. We don't want the traditional experience. We want something different. That why statement is going to connect with that type of person. So I believe your day should be bold and different, just like you. That's going to immediately snag someone's attention at the top of a web page rather than just going to name or contact me, right? Or you could have another why statement. Another example could be, you deserve timeless wedding photos that'll make your grandma cry. That's just going to, again, tug at the heartstrings, or it's just going to click with them of go, ooh, that is what I want. I want something like that. Or anything else, right? Something that's going to basically speak to your ideal client rather than just contact me page, right? Way better. After this, you are going to have in that same section, so you're going to have your big why statement, and this is where you are going to put your strongest portfolio images or videos or whatever it is that you are selling. So this is your strongest portfolio images. So think about this and be really choosy about what you actually pick. A lot of people, we work with people all the time with this, where they're like, oh, I really want to shoot like high-end luxury, like beach weddings and like these awesome huge weddings, but they're like posting only like barnyard weddings. And I'm like, okay, but that's like, you have to pick what you want to book. So you got to pick, hey, I got to show what I want to book. So if you're like, hey, I want, the non-traditional bride, don't throw up like a cheesy, like kind of stiffly posed family shot. Choose the stuff that's like wild and fun and is going to attract that person. So again, pick these portfolio images, do a carousel, be able to showcase multiple photos of your strongest images. Okay, that is the first section. So that is your why. You're going to have that big, bold statement. Then you're going to have awesome portfolio images to show. Because again, we don't always trust that they're going to go through our whole website and go through all of our blogs. So we got to just think of this webpage as a singular sales page. So the first section is your why. Your second section, and this is my absolute favorite section. I feel like almost nobody ever does this, but it is so so effective when it comes to selling, and is the push and pull section. So the push and pull section is going to be a paragraph or two written by you to your ideal client, okay? Think of this as like a welcome letter with the intention to pull in your ideal clients and push away your non-ideal clients. So if you're someone who's like, I'm having a hard time attracting the people I really want to be attracting, or I'm having the problem of I'm attracting a lot of people that I don't actually want to work with, and I just feel like I'm pulling in all of these people that either aren't in my budget range or style range or whatever it is, and I just can't figure out how to actually show that I'm for this person. This is what this paragraph is for you. The reason we do this is that we want to affirm our ideal clients that we're talking to them, that you are the expert on this style or on this experience or whatever it is, and that you're not to be confused with maybe like other service providers that they would think in their head that they don't want to hire, right? An example of this is going to be way more explainable by this example. So I wrote this out. This is something that I would put for something like my brand. So my ideal client would be someone who's, non-traditional. They actually really care about their wedding, but they want it to be much more of an experience. They don't want it to be that traditional, like stiffly posed, kind of just like cheap whatever wedding. Someone that doesn't just want a vendor to like show up, but they actually really, really care and want an in-depth relationship with their photographer. So I wrote this, and steal it if you want. I literally don't care. So glad you made it over to my side of the internet and can't believe we get the privilege to make some magic happen. If you're here, I'm assuming you're engaged, or maybe you're just the eager beaver who wants to nail me in while you're waiting for your ring. No judgment zone here. Love that for you. Either way, can't wait to get this process started for you to get your best day ever locked in. So, okay, in this first little section, I'm just expressing excitement. I'm saying who it is. It's someone that's engaged or maybe almost engaged, whatever it is. So now they know I'm really talking to them. Here's the next part. If you're someone who wants a vendor to show up with a camera, snap a few posed and classic images, we might not be the best fit, okay? That is pushing away my non-ideal client. That is saying, like, if you just want someone to show up as a vendor, whatever it is, so pick whatever the things is that you're like, I want to push the type of these people away, whether it's to budget or experience or how they're going to view you or the relationship you're going to have. List off some things that you're like, if this is you, I'm not your person, right? Have a push away, because what that's going to do is actually going to attract your ideal client further. And let me show how we do that. So right after that sentence, you then go into, but if you're someone who can't wait to get married to your best friend, want a borderline BFF relationship with your wedding photographer, and have non-traditional images that you'll spam your whole family year after year because you love them so much, then keep reading because I'm your girl. So again, use your own brand tone, use whatever voice you want to use, but list off some things that someone in their head would go, ooh, that is what I want. And then say, I'm your person, or I'm your girl, or however you want to phrase that. Again, that is pulling in the ideal client, and we're pushing our other non-ideal client away. And then you can just simply go into something that says, first steps for defining our relationship is going to be seeing if we are a good match. I bet we are. Fill out the inquiry below and I'll get back to you in 24 hours. We'll jump on a call and lock it in. Can't wait to get to know you. See you below. So see how we pushed and pulled there. We gave some context. It's very personal from me. It doesn't mean you have to be casual, but it just needs to be personal so that it actually sounds like you are the person talking to them. And then next to this paragraph and next to this push and pull paragraph, you're going to have a photo of yourself, whether it's just like a shot of you or a shot of you working with a client or with a couple or whatever it is. But make sure, again, it's tailored to your ideal client. It's not just tailored to like, well, this is the best looking photo I have of myself. It's something that's actually like they're going to vibe with, and they're going to look at that and be like, ooh, I just even like the way that person is in that image. I like the feeling I'm getting from that image. So bonus, here's a quick bonus. If you want to take like even the next mile further, make that a video, make that portion of the website a video. You can have a written section and a video, or it could just be one video going over that push and pull paragraph style conversation. That could even increase your chances of booking even more. So we've got our number one, the why section. Number two, we have the push and pull section. And then number three, we have the plan section. And this is what is so important about a plan section, is that humans are stupid. People are just stupid. I'm stupid. You're probably stupid sometimes. And sometimes we don't understand the process of what happens and what to expect next. And when there's confusion, people don't buy. So you want to be super clear about what's going to happen, especially when most of these people reaching out to you, most probably have never been married before and don't know what this process looks like of hiring a photographer or videographer. So this is where you give 3 simple steps, no more than 3, of what this process looks like so they can anticipate what's going to happen and be able to say yes easier. So number 1, inquire with me below, or whatever your first step is. Inquire with me below, say that you'll get back to them within 24 hours with more info or maybe a pricing guide or something like that. Number 2, we'll hop on a discovery call to get to know each other and pick a package, whatever your second step is. And then third, make it something like fun and transformational, something that they're really looking forward to. So it's like shoot your dream day, or, whether you have another step in there that they'd be excited about, you can put that. But make the plan section fun, simple, and easy to understand. And then last but not least, the next section is the inquiry form section, the actual form that people get to fill out. And if you are confused, if you're like, ooh, I do just right now have like name, email, like what do you want shot? If it's super just like bland and simple, I would encourage you to listen to episode 119 we did. It's inquiries, do's and don'ts. We actually have created also a free resource for you to actually go and look at inquiry form examples that we've done for both the brand space and the wedding space. So that'll be all in the show notes. You can look at that there. Download that there. Again, totally free for you. We just want to give you that resource. So yeah, check that out. And then bonus. Here's like even an extra bonus. So that is going to be your inquiry flow on your inquiry webpage. Again, you have your why, then you have your push and pull, then you have your plan section, and then you have a killer inquiry form that's going to sell them even more. And when someone press submit, I bet almost every single time it just goes, thank you, you'll be hearing from me soon, right? There's like some little button, or it shoots you back to the homepage, whatever it is. So my extra mile would be if they press submit, it takes them to another page. If you can just like gear up the motivation, make one more page, one more simple page. All you have to do is do a video of yourself thanking them for inquiring with you, expressing how you're excited you're going to be, and that you can't wait to jump on the call with them to talk about their dream day. I would also add, you guys, again, this is just getting crazy here, but I would do a video. I would also put a Calendly link or some type of scheduler where someone can actually go in and book a call with you right then and there. They are so hot at that point. They're actually inquiring with you. You don't want them to cool off before actually booking a sales call with you. So if it hops to a thank you page and it has a video of you talking to them, thanking them, they can like see your face, feel like they're interacting with you. They can then book the sales call right on the spot. Boom. Like there's like your non-ghosting happening right there. You already have a call booked with them. And then last but very not least, I would have a frequently asked questions page, a section on that page. And this is where you could actually like answer a lot of those questions that a lot of people have that are maybe hindering them from booking you, or just like general questions that they might ask on a sales call. Have all of that listed there. And then also not just answering like the basic questions of like, oh, how much is it for an hour? Or, how do you back up my photos or things like that. You could actually handle like price objection questions there, talking about how important your wedding day is, talking about how, that investment into your future to be able to show your grandkids is so important, and all of that kind of stuff. You can handle some like price objections, time objections, how it works objections, so that again, when people hop on a sales call with you, they're like, oh my gosh, like I feel so confident even just from this web page that I'm excited to book them, and we just can't even wait to get on that call even sooner. So see how this is so much more than just a simple inquiry form. They're going to be so clear if you do this right on what you value, that you're talking to them, and that they feel like, man, that person is like the expert authority on this. And I also just like them, right? You want to get people to feel that first impression on your inquiry webpage so that they'll be just excited to hop on a call with you and book. So again, I know that was a lot. Feel free to go back through this again and again. But we want to see your new inquiry pages. So if you do go through this framework and you do build it out, which 100% you should, please screenshot us your pages and send them to us at Creative Rise. Or even better yet, post on your Instagram story, tag us. We'd love to repost you, which, hey, may send some more people your way. So please do that. We want to see it. And again, if you are someone who's like, man, this masterminds thing sounds amazing. It sounds like I really want to hit my next 6 figures. I really want to have community like this. I want to be in a program like that. Our next one is coming in 2024, quarter 1 of 2024. So if you're interested, hop on the waitlist there, creativerise.com. Super easy. But you guys, thanks for being here for this quick solo episode. And we've got a really exciting episode coming out next week with Gabriella. Can't wait to see you there. She's an incredible wedding photographer who also has hit an incredible milestone in her business. And I'm really excited to share that with you. So we'll see you next week and you'll be able to meet Gabriella. But thanks, guys, and have an awesome day.